just got done showing you how to prepare your own hemp seed, or you can buy some CC Moore already prepared. But this mix here is going to be a nice Spomb mix I'm going to do. I like to stodge it up real good, that way it works better in the Spomb. Now we're going to start out. Got the hemp seed here. Okay, let's show the hemp seed here. You can see it's better in the light. It's nice and black. The sun's glaring off it, so you can't see as black as you'd like to, but when you look into the bucket, you can see all the oil glisten. I did 1.5 pounds, but once you add the water, you're looking at about like 1 kilo, I guess. Second thing we want to add in is going to be our Kelp Meal. You don't need a ton of this. All these ingredients are going to add different flavors to the mix. This here, kind of like almost like a salt, like it's real coarse. And I'm going to put in roughly 2 cups. 2 cups of that. I'm going to mix that in real good, that way it absorbs the liquid. This mix I experimented with earlier in the spring into summer, and it just seemed like it held the fish really amazingly. Next we want to add in 2 things of whole kernel corn with the juice. That's just going to add a visual on the bottom. My goal with this is to attract in the bluegill and perch right off the bat. Usually what happens, they start a feeding frenzy and then the carp move in instantly. So that's basically the whole reason behind the corn. Obviously carp do like corn, but it seems like the other fish are attracted to it quicker on the lake I'm fishing. So I put 2 tins of that in. Next we're going to do the Marine Amino. Again, this is a larger pellet. I'll try including photos in between. But I think that's about 8 mil pellet roughly. So we're going to put in, I'm going to put in about half the bag, which is about half a kilo. Put that in. The other thing to remember, I'm making this at my house right now. I'm going to fish probably in about ½ an hour. If you're going to make this, I suggest maybe doing it at the lake, that way your pellet doesn't break down. Next thing we want to add in is going to be some crushed hemp seed. Our supplier, they get large bags and they repackage them. This here is 1 kilo, so I'm going to put in maybe 1/4 of this bag. We already have hemp in here, but since it's already crushed, oils are going to leak everywhere since this is crushed and coat the bottom of the lake really nice. As you put in each ingredient, just keep mixing it up really well. It's starting to turn into a really good looking mix right now. It's dark, so it's going to kind of stand out in the bottom. Most bottoms are not black. So it's going to put a nice little spread out. Okay, next one, got 1 kilo of Betaine Ultra mix. I'm just going to put in about 1/4 of the bag. These have all different types of sizes of pellets. Again, this one was repackaged just because they come in really large bags when they ship them over. These pellets probably come from 2 mil to maybe 10, 12 mil. Have a really strong smell. And they're very high in protein as well. Especially, this is great. We're heading into our fall fishing right now. All the fish are going to be putting on a lot of weight. So I'm going to mix those up. The last type of pellet is a shrimp pellet that I use. It's really small. It's hard to see with the camera being farther away, but they're, I don't know, maybe 2 mil. Really strong. I'm just going to put in maybe 2 cups worth. Usually I guesstimate a little bit. Nothing has to be perfectly exact. The reasoning behind a lot of the different pellets I'm using, I just want to bring different scents and different flavors into the area. Usually each pellet will hold its own scent once in the water. So you're going to attract all different types of fish to the area. Again, we're just mixing this up really good. It's still pretty wet right now. You can see it's still a little sloppy. Yeah, we got a lot of seed in there. Last thing I like to use is Ablation Extract. I used the stick mix in the spring with really good results, and once summer came, it seemed like it worked really good in PVA. Really, really strong smell. Obviously it's concentrate. I'm only going to put maybe 2 tablespoons in here. It's almost like a syrup. Put that in, mix it up really good. And I'll show you what the final product looks like here. Get this all mixed up. And the last step that I want to do, this is really, doesn't really stick together at all yet. It's, so in order for this to work a little better in the Spomb, I like to stodge it up a little bit. So we got our Antarctic krill meal. And also this is going to add a little color to our mix. It's kind of like a copperish orange color. And you're just going to add a little bit in. Say that was like a half a cup right there. You're just going to slowly incorporate that in just to stodge up the mix a little bit. This is usually used for boilie recipes. But today we're going to add it into our Spod or Spomb mix. Just a little bit more, I think will be good. But really you're not using a ton of each type of pellet or liquid. We're just trying to do a variety. And these will all have different break times on the bottom as well. So we're just about ready. And the key also is you want different sizes out there. If you fish all one size, it seems like the carp get fixated on certain sizes. So by doing it this way, you have all different sizes on the bottom. And whatever boilie I choose to use, I usually chop some up to put in as well, just so those kind of add a little offering in there too. Alright, we're pretty good here. You can see it's a lot thicker now, just by adding a little bit of that. And I'll bring the camera over so you can see the final product. Alright, we've got our mix here. Pull up close, that focus. Like I said, it's a little harder to see on camera, but you can see it's pretty nice and stodged up here. And as that pellet breaks down too, it's going to thicken up. There are particles of corn, all the different ingredients in there. So this is one that's been working really good on my lake. I'm sure it'll work well on yours also. So thank you for watching. Okay, we're just about done here.